This is ABC7 News at 5. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilkes.
I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks for being with us. First tonight, the heavy rain and storms that have been moving across the Suncoast almost all day long.
Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan joins us now to tell us if this rainy weather will stick around tonight. It's been a wet day, Bob.
Yeah, it's feast or famine, isn't it, right? I mean, let's face it, we've been in a drought situation, extremely dry conditions. We've totally reversed that now, at least in the terms of the upper part of the land here. We've had a lot of rainfall. In fact, down here near the Everglades today, over 8 inches of rainfall there today, and with some heavy weather. For us, not as much, but still the rain is around. The heaviest storms have now cleared Manatee and Sarasota counties, but still light to moderate precipitation occurring from Manatee County southward to Osprey and Venice, and then the rough weather southeast of Arcadia is spreading off into Highlands County. Had several reports of rough weather. This one in Venice at the Venice airport there, a wind gust up to 47 miles an hour. That occurred at 3:30, and then here in Port Charlotte, get this, a wind gust up to 56 miles an hour. That happened just a short time after that at 4:35. And then in Punta Gorda, strong winds there as well. Now, we are looking at small craft advisories staying in effect. There are no watches or warnings over land right now, but a rip current advisory is in effect. And you see that live sweep now starting to show a little bit more intensity with these showers. And more rain is on the way. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
Okay, Bob, thank you. Remember, you can get up-to-the-minute updates on weather conditions across the area by downloading the ABC7 weather and news apps. Once you download those apps, you'll get updates on the forecast, breaking news, local stories straight to your phone. Well, here on the Suncoast, many of our law enforcement officials solve murders from year to year.
But police detectives say at times it takes more than good police work to find those responsible for these types of crimes. ABC7's Dwayne Lindo has more.
Well, guys, throughout the country, there are thousands of murders that go unsolved. But here in Palmetto, a city with a population of a little more than 12,000, there are a handful of cold cases that detectives and victims' families want solved. Police Detective Chad Euler has been working for the Palmetto Police Department for 15 years and has had his share of homicide cases, some unsolved.
Some cases have little to no evidence left behind, and a lot of times all you're left with is possible witnesses and things of that nature.
Going through these cases with a fine-tooth comb, the one that stands out for Euler is the Club Elite shooting in 2011, with 24 people shot and 2 killed. Euler says the tragedy affected so many. For him, solving these cases takes someone coming forward with information.
And it's surprising, given the number of people that were there and the effect that had. You wouldn't have somebody that would come forward and at least throw you that.
In a small town like Palmetto, these tips are huge and at times is all you have.
I mean, a lot of these cases that you're talking about here, these older cases, and to this day, I still have nothing as far as any tip. And I know that that's not an easy thing to get.
Such as the case of Jesse Schwartzman, shot and killed in 2012, and Javari Thomas in 2014.
Not only was he shot and killed, I have no reason to believe that he was the intended target.
For Euler, he says it's the family of the victims that should be on the minds of those who can help solve these cases.
There's a family who lost somebody. Whatever discomfort or apprehension they have about doing that, this family over here is suffering far greater than they can imagine.
Detectives also urges anyone with information on any cases in Palmetto to call Manatee County Crime Stoppers at 866-634-TIPS. Reporting in Palmetto, Dwayne Lindo, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Dwayne. The Sarasota County Sheriff's Office routinely monitors social media sites to try and protect children from online predators. Investigators say they've arrested now a Tampa man who traveled to the Suncoast to have sex with what he thought was a 12-year-old girl. The Sheriff's Office says last week an undercover agent received a message from Marcus Wilcox through a social media site. Investigators say Wilcox knew the girl was a minor and he asked to meet up and have sex. When he arrived at the meetup spot, he was taken into custody.
New developments tonight involving the death penalty in Florida. Governor Rick Scott and a prosecutor who refuses to seek the death penalty will now square off against each other before the Florida Supreme Court. On June 28th, Justices will question attorneys representing Scott and State Attorney Aramis Ayala. The Orlando prosecutor is fighting Scott's orders to transfer almost 24 of her cases to another prosecutor after she said her office would not pursue the death penalty. Ayala has said the process is costly and it drags on for the victims' relatives.
A bill that would make a significant change to Florida's controversial Stand Your Ground law is now on Governor Scott's desk. The issue stems from a Florida Supreme Court ruling in 2015 that said defendants have the burden of proof to show they should be shielded from prosecution under the Stand Your Ground law. Right now, pretrial evidentiary hearings are held to determine whether defendants should be immune from prosecution. The bill that's now in front of the governor says prosecutors in those hearings would have to overcome the asserted immunity sought by defendants through evidence.
The most important thing about this piece of legislation is that it restores the presumption of innocence until proven guilty in self-defense cases.
Critics argue in part that the change could lead to cases ending before all the facts are revealed.
Commissioners from Sarasota County and the city of Northport are both getting an update on funding to widen an evacuation route. Governor Scott recently vetoed $3 million earmarked to help pay for the project to widen River Road. The funding would have taken some of the total cost off of Sarasota County's plate. But despite the veto, commissioners agreed today they will continue with plans to rebuild the roadway. In fact, some officials wondered if the state may still approve the funding they requested.
When you take a look at the 90-some-odd million it might cost to do the whole thing, $3 million is actually just a very small drop in the bucket to get things rolling, to get the ball started.
Both commissions will continue to discuss how to move forward to get the work done as soon as possible. Manatee County has a specific date, hoping that the new day to open the Fort Hamer Bridge. The span will connect Lakewood Ranch to Parrish. Crews have been building the bridge for about 2 years now, but now construction is in the home stretch, and Manatee County officials say the anticipated opening date is August 26th. Once completed, the Fort Hamer Bridge will be more than 2,300 feet long with 19 piers in all.
Good news tonight for those who love exploring the outdoors. Sarasota County is expanding the locations for commercial kayak and paddleboard rentals. Starting July 1st, companies with the proper permits will be allowed to operate at Turtle Beach on South Siesta Key. Now, county officials say they decided to expand the program to Turtle Beach because of the success operators have had at Ted Sperling Park at South Lido Key. Operators will have to comply with a set of regulations and will also have to purchase metal tags for each vessel used at $250 each.
ABC7 business commentator Richard Stern is joining us now, and not big losses, Richard, but another down day on Wall Street.
Haley, you've got it exactly right, and it's actually the 5th down day in the last 7, but almost all of them have been very modest. Today's a good example. The biggest loss we saw all day by an index was 1/3 of 1%. The Dow was down all day, down 65 points. I think you're seeing a little bit of profit taking and a little bit of nervousness before Thursday's testimony by former FBI Chief James Comey. So let's take a look and see how the figures are looking right now. There you see the Dow down 48 points, not even 1/4 of 1% at 21,136.23. That on volume of 699 million shares. The NASDAQ for the day, the big loser, down 1/3 of 1%, not quite 21 points at 6,275.06. That on volume of 1,689 million shares. And the S&P falls right in the middle, down almost 0.3 of 1%, down 7 points at 2,429.33. Well, it seems almost every day we're beating up retailers for one reason or another, and today it was Macy's turn again. Macy's, you may recall, announced some time ago that they would be closing 100 stores. Well, guess what? Their same-store sales were down by almost 5%. And they said, and listen to this, going forward, they were pleased by the fact that their same-store sales going forward they thought would decline, but only by 2 to 3%. Not exactly good news as I see it. And of course, retailers are struggling all across the way. So far this year, and today Macy's was down by 8%. And so far this year, shares of Macy's are down by 37%. Not very good.
That is considerable. But more positive news, though, for Tesla.
Just the reverse, Scott, and I'm pleased to say shares of Tesla today traded intraday at an all-time high of $359 a share. And in the Believe It or Not column, This year to date, 5 months and 6 days, shares of Tesla are up by 65%.
Wow.
Not bad.
And their new model, the Model 3, isn't even out yet. So
That's
right.
we're waiting for that. Okay, Richard, thanks so much.
You're very welcome.
Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, an NSA contractor charged with leaking classified information. The document could change the investigation into Russia hacking allegations.
And ABC7 Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your full weather forecast to let us know if there is any end in sight to the rain. Plus, harmful chemicals inside your home, how some popular products may pose a danger for young girls in Health Smart.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
Hey men, how would you like to feel 20 again even when you are not? I'm Stephanie Roberts on Suncoast View. Dr. Fred Harvey is here to tell us how we can get our men the help they need to look and feel better at any age. Tai Chi is great for stress relief. We'll learn some poses, plus smart skincare that's custom made for your face. And Chef Judy brings the best of Savor Sarasota in the kitchen.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Save big during the summer leather clearance and pay no interest till June 2018 with same-day pickup or next-day delivery. This special purchase deep-seating leather match sofa now $5.99. It's like floating on a cloud with this leather match sofa at $6.99. Or put your feet up in style with comfort in this dual reclining leather match sofa only $7.99. Exclusively at the Furniture Warehouse in Sarasota, Bradenton, Venice, Port Charlotte, and Ellenton.
And save big. What Florida city is best known for spaceflight?
Cape Carnival.
Cape Carnival? Close enough. What condiment includes vinegar, molasses, and anchovies?
Westchester sauce?
Close enough. And now, a word from our sponsors.
One-off from the Florida Lottery. Now available for pick 2, 3, 4, and 5 games. Miss by one on any or all numbers and still win.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
A 25-year-old woman is facing prison time for allegedly leaking classified information to an online news organization. The document details a 2016 Russian military intelligence cyber attack on a U.S. voting software supply company. ABC's Janae Norman has details on the investigation into this NSA contractor.
A 25-year-old NSA contractor is the first to be arrested for allegedly leaking classified information under President Trump.
Any disclosure of classified or sensitive information can clearly threaten our national security.
As much as this plays to the president's push to deal with classified leaks, for Democrat Claire McCaskill, the top secret document outlining Russia's efforts to meddle in last year's election is about much more.
This was Russia.
Reality Winner was assigned to work at a federal government facility in Georgia when investigators say she mailed an NSA intelligence report with classified information to The Intercept, an online news source. That NSA analysis claims Russian hackers sent phishing emails to more than 100 local election officials and emailed an election software company trying to gain remote control over vendors' computers and then attempted to spread that operation to local governments.
We now have in the public domain verified information that the Russians made an aggressive attempt to access not only a vendor of voter software in this country, but also a number of states, the voter file databases in the month prior to our election.
An FBI affidavit shows investigators traced the leak to Winner by visible creases in the document showing it was a printout. They checked and found only 6 employees had printed that particular document, and the only one that had been in contact with The Intercept was Reality Winner.
My client's being used as a scapegoat for what could be considered a political agenda.
The Intercept insists the document came to them anonymously and they didn't know the source's identity. But that FBI affidavit alleges Winner admitted to agents she printed the document and mailed it to the news outlet. Janae Norman, ABC News, Washington.
Another soggy day on the Sun Coast. We're finally getting some much-needed rain as we get closer to the rainy season. Some wild weather can pop up, and check out this video of a water spout spotted yesterday afternoon off Siesta Key. The video was posted to Instagram by Sarasota Angela, and it shows the water spout spinning off the coast. And an ABC7 viewer sent us this video off of Turtle Beach this afternoon. Around 1 o'clock or so, Carolyn Farley shot this video of a water spout forming. So thanks for sending those in. Always send them in. Bob is always checking for some great weather video and weather photos, but this one,
and I got some yesterday too. I got the one of the water spout and posted it on Facebook, and got a lot of hits, a lot of excitement about that because people look at that and say, wow, it happened here on our coast. These water spouts different than the ones we saw, the ones that caused the damage in 2016 in Siesta Key. Those came in with a cold front, a very strong squall line. These are kind of individual, not as damaging. They usually dissipate once they hit land and they're gone. So they're kind of interesting to look at, but still they can be dangerous. So, you know, don't take them as just a little water spout there, but a lot of rainfall. That's the key. You know, we've gone from this drought situation, high fire danger. Let's put it like that, a high fire danger to much better conditions here across the state. Now, the drought's still with us because it's going to take a while to actually catch up with the lack of rainfall we've seen since October, but we're doing a pretty good job of it. Look at this Casey Key webcam. Periods of showers and thunderstorms moving ashore. We had some severe weather and rough conditions too. 50 to 60 mile-an-hour winds reported from Venice to Port Charlotte to Punta Gorda from 3:30 to about 5 o'clock this afternoon as this squall line made its way through, and it continues to push to the southeast. But notice still a lot of rainfall out there in the Gulf of Mexico, and it's all kind of moving to the southeast. However, we've noticed this area just kind of pop up within the last half hour. It had been light rainfall, and now we're seeing moderate to heavier rains move into Manatee County. And now flooding could be a concern. Some localized street flooding not out of the question here as a result of the heavy rainfall. I wanted to show you this area. Look at this bullseye right here near where a big fire was just about a month and a half ago or nearby. This is rainfall estimates for the 12 hours, but look what's happened for the past 24 hours. 10.8 inches of rainfall estimates from the Doppler radar site just to the east of Marco Island, nearly 8 inches right there. Naples, lesser amounts, just in 24 hours, nearly 3 inches of rainfall. We didn't get quite that much today, but we did see quite a bit of healthy rainfall near Venice, over 1.5 inches reported there. If you take this into consideration over the weekend too, some areas have had up to 4 to 5 inches of rainfall here along the west coast of Florida. Severe thunderstorms are a problem. Now, I talked about this last night. There's a marginal risk, and what that means, we may see an isolated cell go severe, and that's through Wednesday as a result of more energy moving on through. And there's a 2% chance that some of that may turn into a tornado. That's more of the tornadic activity like we saw with those water spots, but those are usually not intense, as I said, but a 5% chance that we will see some damaging winds. We saw winds up to 45 miles an hour at the Venice airport, up to 56 at Port Charlotte, and up to 50 miles an hour reported at, again, Punta Gorda Airport just about a half hour to hour ago. The low pressure area is right here. And this low pressure continues to move off to the east, and what's around it are these little pieces of energy. There's another one right there that's going to give us some rainfall on Wednesday. We're dealing with one right now on top of that. There's some dry air, though, that will eventually move in. That'll move in on Friday, just for one day, though, because this front that's coming down is going to kind of sit right over the top of us, and we'll continue to see more rainfall over the weekend. 76 right now. Dew point is at 72. The barometer really low, 29.81 inches. As far as the forecast goes, scattered showers through this evening. And then again, tomorrow morning, scattered showers. We'll get some areas of dry conditions, and then a lot of clouds around, more showers moving through Wednesday evening. And then eventually things start to calm a little bit on Thursday, but they'll still be around. It's not totally over on Wednesday. We'll still see some pretty big storms on Thursday. Quiet on Friday, and then it returns on Saturday. A small craft advisory stays with us. Seas running 3 to 5 feet. Choppy conditions out there. The water temperature now at 83 degrees. That was as high as 87. Low tide upcoming 7:03, and a high tide will be at 1:03 in the morning. Mostly cloudy, scattered showers, and some thunderstorms. Winds will be breezy, too. Southwest 15 to 20 tomorrow, too. Variable cloudiness, showers and storms, some heavy rain possible. 84 for a high. That's well below the average. And then a 50% chance on Thursday, at least a little sunshine, a little more, but we'll still see some storms. Friday, the best day of the week. In fact, the best day for the next 7 days, as showers and storms will be back on Saturday and Sunday. Maybe a little bit more sunshine over the weekend, but still look out for those thunderstorms. Scott?
Okay, Bob, thank you so much. Suncoast Traffic Watch right now. Traffic is backed up on I-75 in Manatee County in the northbound lanes from State Road 70 exit north to the State Road 64 exit. No traffic issues that we can tell of that are causing this, but maybe the rainfall may be slowing traffic a little bit. Haley?
Thank you, Scott. In health news tonight, exposure to a certain chemical in many household items can be harmful to young girls' health. A new study shows that exposure early in life to certain phthalates is linked to lowered thyroid function in young girls. Phthalates are chemicals found in a wide variety of household items, including shampoo, nail polish, plastic toys, and home building materials. Researchers found exposure to these phthalates was associated with lower levels of active thyroid function in 3-year-old girls. This was not seen in boys. The study was published in the journal Environment International. A new report in behavioral neuroscience sheds light on how fathers interact differently with their sons versus their daughters. Researchers at Emory University found that fathers tended to use more analytical language when speaking with their daughters than with talking to their sons. They were more likely to show the hallmarks of complex types of discussions with the girls. With the boys, fathers more often use words related to competition, such as win. The fathers also talked about sadness more often with girls, and they were more likely to engage in rough physical play with their sons. Coming up, new details on the suspected gunman in the Orlando workplace shooting, if police think the victims were random or targeted. Plus, a quick thinking and brave truck driver, what the man did to save another man who had a seizure behind the wheel.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
The official salon of ABC7.
I heard about the Detoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Detoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Detoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job. I am goodwill, yeah.
Whether a family member needs a little extra help around the house, assistance recovering from a hospital stay, or someone to check in on them throughout the week, Right at Home's in-home care is the answer. Your loved one deserves the right care, and now we need caregivers to help give the right care for the right reasons, the right way. At Right at Home, we're one of the only private home health agencies in this area with the opportunity to earn paid time off. If you're someone who loves helping people, take a look at our website and click on Jobs to join our team today.
ABC7 News at 7, weeknights.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
New details tonight about a fatal shooting at an Orlando industrial park yesterday. Orange County Sheriff's deputies say John Robert Newman followed through with a plan to kill his former colleagues at an awning company factory. They say he singled out and killed 5 people before taking his own life. The sheriff there says Newman did not appear to belong to any type of subversive or terrorist organization. Newman was fired from the company back in April, but authorities have not said why. Government numbers show the number of fatal workplace shootings is going up. The most recent records by the Bureau of Labor Statistics show workplace homicides rose by 2% to 417 cases in 2015. The number of shootings also increased by 15% to 354. Experts say revenge is often the motive, and identifying people with concerning behavior is key.
A man who jumped into a moving car to save a driver who was having a seizure is now being hailed a hero. The incident was captured by police dash cam. You can see here Randy Tompkins driving in his truck in Dixon, Illinois on Friday. He spotted a car driving in the wrong lane heading right at him. So he just jumped out of his truck. Then he jumped through the passenger window of that slowly moving car. The man stayed with the driver until emergency workers arrived and took him to the hospital as a precaution. Way to go. That is quick thinking. See how he comes around, jumps in. Wow.
And thankfully the car was moving slow enough where he
could do that, right?
And quick thinking.
Very quick thinking. Well, still to come on your Suncoast News, the Trump administration's plan to drill for oil, how the seismic air guns work, and why environmentalists are concerned.
Plus, shutting down the busy Skyway Bridge, why one man wants to close it off to traffic for one day. Straight ahead.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $249 per month or 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
I was always worried and scared. Mom was in pain. She wasn't going to get any better, and all the trips to the ER were painful for all of us. Then we called Tidewell Hospice, and everything changed. Now she has care in our home when she needs it, surrounded by family. We know we don't have much time left with Mom, but we decided to make the best out of that time. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
Get ready for the most hair-raising event of the summer. Feld Entertainment and the Ringling Museum present international circus superstar Bello Knott in Incredibello, a gravity-defying, laughter-inducing, super stunt performance live at the historic Oslo Theater. Don't miss out on the must-see event of the summer, Incredibello, playing June 13th through July 29th. For tickets, visit ringling.org today.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential. There's no cost and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.